All right. All right. Let's go ahead and make this happen. One second. Uh, all right, y'all. Okay, welcome to tonight's 7 o'clock call, where you're going to find out what's really going on with your money, who has it, and how to get it back. Now, I want to talk to you guys today because we have something special going on tonight, and I'm super excited for somebody that invited you guys on because they really thought highly of you today to say, you know what, you guys got to go on this call because what's going on with this pandemic and this crisis, you guys got to hear what this company is doing for us. And so, I look at this crisis as a blessing because people have got time to actually sit down and enjoy it and just take in life, right? I know people have lost their jobs. 10 million people have lost their jobs. And I know there's a lot of essential workers that's already still working their jobs, right? And they're working their jobs really, really hard. They're working actually extra hours overtime and not getting paid like they're working, right? Because they love and have a passion to help people in this crisis. And so this company that you're going to hear about today, we talk about the things that, first of all, we talk about your money and who has it. All right, we talk about your money and who has it because truth be told, if you have more money, even when this crisis happened, you wouldn't have been affected by this thing. I remember back in 2008, a lot of people was affected by that crisis of the housing crisis going down, right? But people still was able to go out and drink their sorrows away, right? They were able to go out to a game and relax a little bit, even though they're going through this crisis. Now, you can't even go to the bar. You can't drink. You can't go out. You can't even meet with friends, right? You can't even meet with friends. My niece and my cousin is due to have a baby. Okay, she's gonna have a baby, but guess what? The father can't even go in there to see her because you got to quarantine first, right? People are passing away, and guess what? There's only about 10 people that can actually go to the funeral. You know what I mean? And so this crisis is happening, but there's always two sides of every coin and every story. So right now, while some people are losing, other people are winning. You don't believe me? Look at Mr. Walmart, Mr. Wally, right? See, he was prepared for this, right? Mr. Wally Walmart sold out of tissue and water over and over and over again, right? And we didn't make any more money from what we were scared to buy. Side note, did anybody know the real reason why we buying all this tissue up? I still don't understand that one, right? But here's the truth of the matter, guys. There's always two sides of every coin. So there's always somebody winning and there's always somebody losing. And back in 2008, I was on the losing side, okay? I was on the losing side when the house market crashes, the house market crashed, and we was stuck trying to figure it out, but we still was able to figure it out. See, we came out of that crisis, and we thought that was the worst thing since sliced bread. Well, worst thing since sliced bread. Some people don't like bread because it makes them get big, and now they got diabetes. So for me, I don't like bread, okay? But anyway, I say all that to say seriously because right now we're in a crisis where we can either do something about it and come out the crisis better than we were in the crisis, or we can still lie dormant in this crisis trying to figure it out. See, this is what in our profession we are called crisis proof. See, we got the financial cure to this pandemic, and that's what you're here to learn today. Okay, so for people on the phone, I'm going to share my screen so you won't be able to see what I'm saying, but you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. Okay, because with this company called MWR Financial, this company was designed to make wealth real in your life and your family's life. You see, I always talk about the money game, right? Prior to me getting into this program, I was an Uber driver for 5 years. All right, I drove Uber for 5 years strong, and I would work hard. I'm a very hard worker, but I wasn't working hard smartly, if that makes sense. You see, I was trading time for dollars with no end game in mind, no game plan to get out of that job because I just was so used to. I was in that habit, so it became my new habit I was used to. You see, what I realize is there's 3 types of habits that we have around money. Habit number 1, we make money and spend more than we make. So it doesn't matter how much more money you get. You could be a millionaire, but with those habits, you'll lose it all. I had a friend of mine who won the lottery. She won the lottery. And guess what? She had to move out of her house and sell her business in less than 5 years after winning the lottery because the habits didn't change, y'all. So this habit number 1, you make money and spend more than you make. That's habit number 1. Habit number 2 is you make money and then spend all the money you make. So you don't spend more than you make, but you spend all the money you make. And then there's habit 3. You make way more money than you can ever spend. And that's the habit I'm looking to help you guys shift and create with this program. Because when you make more money than you spend out, then that's what we call cash flow. You see, no one talks about cash flow in the real world. No one talks about the importance of cash flow. But you will hear them talk about the importance of credit. You see, that's a setup that the 4 challenges has created for us. Okay? It's a setup to make you believe credit is king and queen, so I must acquire credit and use it accordingly to build my credit so I can get the things that I want. But if no one taught you how to increase your cash flow to afford the payments that credit has now given you, right? Because each credit that you get, it comes a little interest tied to it. And if you don't not able to pay the interest on that or the payment at all, you'll be back in bad credit. You got good credit. Now you went and got the house. You went and got the car. You went and got the credit card. But you didn't change your habits and you didn't increase the cash flow that can handle the bills that come from the credit you accrued. So now what happens? You go, it's like a yo-yo. Oh man, I was at a great score and then I lost it all again. Now I got to rebuild it. See, we're looking to shift that right now, change the habit and place new habits. How do we do that? You see, one thing I learned from my mentor, Mr. Bob Proctor, he says, and it's from the book, Rich Man in Babylon, the first 10% of all you make is yours to keep. So that's the new habit that we're going to show you how to create. Show you how to create a new habit that the first 10% of all you make is yours to keep. And not just keep it so you can blow it later, right? Now, a lot of people are about to get these stimulus checks and blow them because they haven't shifted their habits, right? So at the end of the day, we're going to show you how to get your first 10% is yours to keep. And then we're going to show you how to take that money and have experts that know how to grow that money, take your money and grow it for you. That's one of the pillars that we offer here, okay? So let me go over the 4 challenges real quick so you can understand what's been going on with you and your money all these years. You're working hard, nice paying jobs, making $50,000 and above $1,000 a year. And at the end of the year, you're like, where did all my money go? It's the habits, y'all. So here's how this works. You must understand the rules of the money and the rules of the money game. And so in order to understand the rules of the money game, you got to learn 2 things. What's the rules of the game and how to play the money game to win. It's just like any board game or card game that you ever played. If you played checkers, chess, go fish, I declare war, any game, you cannot begin to play that game unless you know 2 things: the rules of the game or how to properly play the game. And that's not just play the game, but play the game to what? To win. You see, we don't play anything to lose. But when it comes to money, we've been playing it to lose all day long because no one ever taught us the rules of the game and no one taught us how to properly play the game. So how can we play that game to win? We can't. And for those who don't believe that they're in the money game, here's your proof. If you ever spent $1 or earned $1, my friend, you're in the money game. Here's another proof. At your current job or any job that you ever worked in your life, we all had to fill out that W-2 form, right? Had any expert or professional ever told you how to properly fill that form out correctly for your benefit? Don't worry, I'll wait. No. So that's how we know we're playing the money game to lose, and it's our money. See, the big banks. So here's the 4 challenges that's taking the money out of our pockets. Taxes. So the biggest bill that you ever pay in your life is your tax bill. Not your mortgage, not your rent, and not your school loans, none of that. Your biggest bill that you will ever pay in your life is your tax bill. You're getting taxed off the top on your check, okay? And then you're getting taxed after you get your check because you're going to pay property tax, sales tax. Avalon tax, capital gains tax. We're getting taxed all day long. And so for those who feel like when we come out of this crisis, it's going to be better, it could be, but it'll never be the same. You see, everybody getting these stimulus checks and saying you ain't got to pay it back. Guess who's going to get that? Guess who? They're going to get their money back, guys. And they're going to come through taxes. They're going to have to raise the taxes to try to fix the offset of the economy slowing down. You see, if the economy is slowing down, that's going to be bad. No bars open, no hair salons open, no major stadiums open. The economy has to continue to flow, so they can't have to go for long. But when it comes out and we come out of this pandemic, we might be worse off financially than we are before we got into it because we're not prepared. Now, how would you like to be prepared to come out of this pandemic way better than you did coming into this pandemic? That's what we're looking to show you on today. How to increase your income one digit at a time so that, guess what? You create your own stimulus every week, every month. That's what we get to do, create our own stimulus. So let me show you what we get to do here, guys. What are we offering to you guys on today? And then we're going to show you I'm going to give y'all a treat at the end. So let me kind of show my screen. Everybody who's can't see my screen because you guys are on the live, I'm going to talk so you can hear, okay? All right, here's my screen. And let me just go to, all right, my services. All right, so we hear my services. So we have 4 core services that will show you how to win the money game the wealthy has been playing for generations. If you've been at your job 20, 30, 40 years, nowhere near millionaire, there's something wrong with that. If you're coming off a pension and your pension is half of what you made to live off for the rest of your life, there's something wrong with that because now more people can't live off that pension. So where they go back to? Walmart greeters, public greeters, Bojangles workers. And it hurts me because I have a father that's in that 76 and he's living off his pension, but he's depressed because he's not moving. So most people get out there because they want to get around and move and just be active again. Okay. So here's how we solve this problem so that when you do retire, you can literally go live the lifestyle you truly desire because you've built a nest egg and an income that's going to grow way longer and bigger than you can ever be living. How do we do that? It's with our 4 core services. So you see on the screen right here, we have Money Max. So we have experts. One thing we do, we have experts that do everything for us, guys. When it comes to Money Max, that's the first pillar. Okay, Money Max will help you increase your take-home pay. So all my people that's not working right now, when you get back to work, you're going to be set up already, ready to go because the 2020 new tax code is different. So you need an expert to know what the 2020 tax code is now and how to properly fill that thing out so that you are not stuck behind the gun. See, the goal is to keep more money in your pocket to multiply that money that you kept. So with Money Max, our expert would do what? They will help you increase your take-home pay anywhere from 300 to 600 plus. I'll give you a testimonial. A couple of my nurse friends that partner me in business, they were getting taxed. I'll give you one person in particular. Her name is LaWanda. She was getting taxed on her job $1,000 in taxes every 2 weeks. That's $2,000 in taxes coming out of her check. That's $24,000 coming out of her check to the government for the year. $24,000. That's somebody's annual salary. And that's coming out of her check. So we was able to help her get back $800 back in her paycheck every month. Every month, which gives her back $9,800, almost $10,000 back in her paycheck. Just for her being a W-2 person and allowing experts to adjust her W-2 check. Okay? Now that she's now a business owner because she partnered with us, she gets all of the deductibles that come with it, right? Because right now, when she go to work, she can't write off, as a W-2 worker, you can't write off your bills, okay? You can't write off your house, your car, your cable, your electricity, your rent, your mortgage. You can't write anything off like that when you're just a W-2 worker. But when you shift from W-2 worker to 1099, guess what? See, this thing is funny. Your same bills, because you were 1099er, turn from bills to expenses. What is expenses, Jeff? Expenses are the bills that you can write off. They no longer call them bills. Even though they're still bills, they just don't call them bills. They call them expenses. And those expenses you can write off. You see, right now, I'm talking to you guys on my mobile phone, and I'm shooting this video on my laptop. And I'm doing it all in my house. So guess what? I'm operating a business in my house. So guess what? My phone's a write-off. That means the bill that I'm paying, I can get that money back. The laptop that I just bought was $3,000 for this laptop. Guess what? Depreciation happens. I can write this off and get this $3,000 back. The internet, I can write that off and get that money back. My light bill, because I have lights looking at me, that's about to make me sweat in a minute because they're so hot. I gotta get the other lights. But I get to write the light bill off. You see, as an Uber driver, I couldn't write none of this off because my job consisted of me driving outside of my house. Yes, it was 1099, but I didn't do anything in my house to warrant that write-off on my house. See, now when I drive my car, it's a write-off because now if I talk to anybody about this business in my car, I now turn my cars into a mobile office. You see, that's why you heard number 45 say he don't pay no taxes. That's why you hear Amazon saying they don't pay any taxes, because you go from W-2 to 1099 and you now have rules. The rules for you to change. The benefit that you had just from going from W-2 to 1099 just changed. Okay, so we got that in effect. We also got Credit Max, which we have experts. All these sections are experts. Okay, we don't do the work; they do it for us. So Credit Max allows you to restore your credit. Okay. See, what happened was when I increased my cash flow with Money Max, I was able to restore my credit with Money Max, which allowed me to do the next thing, which is eliminate my debts. I'm in the process now of eliminating my debt because I have more money for my cash flow that decreases my interest rate because my credit is up. Now my interest rate is down, and that means that's less money I got to pay out to enjoy the same thing I was paying high prices for. You see, I got a van out there called Big Bertha, and before I was even in this position, I had to pay high interest rate on that car because I have low income and low credit. So I had to put down $1,700 in a down payment and 21% interest rate. So everything for me was high. But the moment I increased my cash flow, increased my credit score, guess who called? My insurance company saying, hey, we got a better deal for you. You can get the same insurance for way cheaper for your van and your Mercedes. See what happens when you understand the money game and you have experts working hard for you to have you master and control your money game for yourself. You see, the rich and wealthy have been had experts. The rich and wealthy been had experts, but everybody didn't. So that's why they was able to write off things, get no tax on their money, because the tax is taking out so much money out your check that guess what? You ain't got no more money to do anything else. So what do? You go get you a credit card, a payday loan, something to help you pay the bills because the taxes took too much out your check originally. So what we're going to do is show you how to get your money back from taxes, get your money back from the banks by increasing your credit score and lowering your interest rate to have the same benefit that you had with it. And then as you do that, we're going to show you how to eliminate your debts. Picture this. Imagine you had no debt. Imagine you had no student loan, you didn't have no car note, you didn't have no mortgage payment that you paying. That money is no longer needed for what you got, but you own everything. What would you do with that extra money now that you have it? See, this is what we get to do now. This is what we get to show you. And that's what the experts are going to show you, how to get your money back in the 4 ways it's been taken from you. And so now that we decrease your debts or eliminate them, now we have something called Wealth Max where we have experts. These guys are like, I want to call them a Doogie Howser of financial literacy. I may be dating myself, but this Doogie Howser, he was the man. He could do anything. Well, these guys are like that. They literally can do anything and show you how to not just grow your money, but compound it to a point where you'll never be broke another day in your life. You'll never be broke another day in your life because they use and implement the Rockefeller principle and the Rothschild principles. That's why you hear Roth IRAs. Why? Because their name will forever be cemented in history. The Rockefeller Center will never be turned down because their money is still growing long after the original Rockefellers are gone. With this strategy, we're going to show you how to become your own bank. Bigger than that, we're going to show you how to really have your money compound hand over fist to where you are in that third habit of you make more money than you can never spend out. Okay? And this is how we do it. This is the solution that we're going to provide you. First rule we're going to do is help you restructure and fix up your financial blueprint. Get you on the right track to have a financial blueprint that you desire with the experts. The next thing we're going to do is show you how to make money by showing this program to people that need this program and want and deserve to have this program. Because I have people in my friends that make a lot of money, but they're not in the right circles. You see, with this program, you now are in the right circle of financial wealth. And like I said, you're not on this call by chance. You're not on this webinar by chance. Somebody thought highly of you and you took the action to get on this call to receive what you're about to receive and we're receiving right now. So it's your right and your duty and your time and your turn to make something happen different than what was happening before you got on this call. And like they call it a Good Friday. This is going to be a Good Friday for you if you once you accept it. So let's show you how to have Good Friday with new good money. And I'm going to show you that right now. For those who are looking, you can see the screen, but people on the call, you will hear me. And like I said, you'll get back to the person that showed you this or put you on this call, and you can ask them for more information. But listen, time is something that we can never get back. Money is something we can always get back. Now let me go and show you how we get the money so where we can compound our lives and be in a position to never be broke another day in our lives. So let me give me a second, guys. Let me go ahead and stop this screen share. I like to have fun, guys, because I was miserable. I was miserable. Like I didn't know I didn't know I was miserable, guys. That's the crazy thing about it. I was miserable and didn't know I was miserable when I was driving Uber and Lyft, right? Because I thought I had my own, it's my own thing. I'm my own boss, stuff like that, right? So let me see here. Let me go out of here. Let me go back into screen share. Sorry, guys. All right. All right, let me see. Y'all can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Let's see here. All right, so we bring this up. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Let me mute this out now. Oh yeah, can you mute yourself? Let me see here. All right, thank you. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna show y'all how we make money here, and it's so amazing because we have something called guaranteed income, guys. We get paid 10 ways here, y'all. When they told me we can earn the income 10 ways, I said, okay, let me seriously look at what I got going on in my life, and I want you to seriously think about what's going on in your life. A lot of people are out of work because they only had one stream of income, one income that was coming in. So if that's the case, when it goes, then the stress increases. And so now you're in a position right now to accrue 10 different ways of getting paid with one program. And so the first way of pay we have, so it's called guaranteed income. You see, when I heard of guaranteed income, it woke me up because I said guaranteed income. We think nothing in life is guaranteed but what we guarantee until the company says, if you make it, we'll pay it. I said, what? If you make it, we'll pay it. So the company says we're going to pay you anywhere from $150,000 to $30,000 a day. Now, mind you, if you haven't made $30,000 a day, $150,000 to $30,000 a month. See, I'm getting too happy right now. All right, $150,000 to $30,000 a month. Now, mind you, if you haven't earned $30,000 a month, don't be alarmed. Just know that it's happening in real life, and you deserve to have this happen for you. Okay, so with the guaranteed income, we help you earn a stimulus check. We want to call it the stimulus check of anywhere from $150,000 to $30,000 a month in stimulus checks monthly. How many times you want to earn your stimulus check without having to worry about paying it back because it's something that you get access to in real life? Well, because I said yes, I'm at a $3,000 a month stimulus check in one way of pay. Let's be clear, because you're gonna get your stimulus check, and some people are gonna blow it because they don't know what to do with it. See, people are still spending money even though we're in the houses. Don't believe it, it's not happening. People, I got something in the mail. Because if you don't believe me, why the post office still open? They have sent you. They got to get things to you, right? So now we got the stimulus daily guarantee check, where we can show you how to earn anywhere from $150,000 to $30,000 a month. That's income stream number one, and that comes every single month, guys. We have the next thing called presidential bonus. Now, presidential bonus it blows my mind because, like I said, brace yourself. You can earn an monthly income of $500,000 to $100,000 a month in that one way of pay. Okay, that one way of pay. Okay, so yeah, check your screen. You can't see my screen. 1 second, guys.
I see your screen, Joe.
Yeah, I was StreamYard it too. So let me see. I'm sorry. 1 second. I'll get it back for y'all. Okay. I'm just doing entire screen so you can see. Perfect. All right. Perfect. So now, Toby, text me if you see my screen. Sorry about that, guys. So we have the opportunity to now have the second stream of income. Remember, so we got paid 10 ways. Listen, if you don't believe it happened, just take the favor of the person that put you on this call and just go with them. They can show you what we're living. It's time for you to live this life. So anywhere from $500,000 to $100,000 a month in our presidential bonus. Just imagine what you can do with that. I mean, you wouldn't. I promise you, if it was last year before I joined this, I'll probably be stressing because right now Uber drivers are not driving. They're not driving. And they're driving, it's scarce out there because no one's really calling in. No one's really calling in to get an Uber ride unless they got it, right? So guess what? I was an Uber driver for 5 years. That's all I depend on. My rent still, guess what? Rent came this month. I still had to pay it. But I was happy because I had the money and I'm keep on having the money, right? So this is what we want for you guys. Not to live off of your reserve, but to compound and grow what you already got in your pocket. Make it way bigger so when you get off of this pandemic, you are in a way better position than you were when you got here, okay? Presidential bonus is a second guaranteed way of earning money here, and it's residual. And then the last one is called a luxury vehicle, but we're going to call that our mortgage or lifestyle income, where you make anywhere from $500,000 to $3,000 a month. Once again, these are 3 different ways of pay that you get every single month. So here's the sweet spot. I want to show you how to generate anywhere from $6,000 in one way, $2,500 in the other way, and $3,000 in the last way. We'll show you how to get $11,500. Okay, we'll show you how to do that. Right now, I'm real close to that, but guess what? It can be done. So, and we're not going to go over the other ways because for sake of time, I wanted to just show y'all that. Y'all can get back with the person and they can fill you in. But let me share something with you guys now. Now that you guys seen this, right? You've seen how much money you can possibly make here. And all you do to earn this kind of income is do what the person did to you. Let's be clear. All you do to generate this kind of income is to do what the person did to you. We have training that shows you how to put the information in front of people and collect a decision. All we do is share videos and collect a decision. And we do that often, and we share with as many people as possible. And when they say, you know what, I need this money working for me, I need this lifestyle working for me, I need these experts to make sure that my financial blueprint is where it should be, they say yes, you get a check. It's that simple. And by doing that, what we're doing is a couple things. Yeah, we are growing our own income, but we're making the world a more financial literate place where you have experts for the average folk instead of just for the rich and wealthy folks. Now everybody gets the opportunity of getting the financial experts on their side. I feel like Oprah right now. You get a financial education, and you get a financial education, and you get a financial education. You know what I'm saying? We never get taught this in school, guys, and we never will. Your banks are not going to teach you about the private reserve account. Your banks are not going to tell you about how to acquire land, not just land, but land in the path to growth. But your experts are designed to teach you exactly that, not just teach it to you, Rather, they do it for you. So you learn through application. Period. So let me stop sharing my screen. Let me get back to me. Let me see it. So, guys, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, here's the truth of the matter. We have an opportunity where you can literally shift your life, and the cost of entry is, I won't even say cost because it's actually an investment. Because the rules of the wealthy is never lose money. So when the rules of wealthy invest, they don't say, what if I don't make it? They ask themselves, how much can I make? When I put my investment in, how much can I get back out? And you see with this program, you just seen the money that you can earn. And I promise you, for myself and other stuff, and the results of other people, I've got my initial investment back 10 times over. And because of the pandemic, I didn't sweat not one bit. I wasn't scared to go out or not go out because I knew I was still earning an income, right? So here's how this works. There's 3 things you want to know, or 3 positions you want to come in at. Well, not really coming at, but there's 2 really. So 3, if you're number 3, you're saying, this is cool, but this is not for me. I'd rather just hold on to my money and just wait for the thing to be over. Let me tell you something right now about that real quick. Now, for those people, hey, I appreciate you jumping on. You can get off, and like I said, hopefully it works out for you. But for the 2s and the 1s, let me tell you something. The cost of getting in here, you're going to spend that already. You're going to spend that. Okay? Guess what? It's already been spent over and over again. So if you don't invest in yourself, that money is going to go somewhere anyway, and it's not going to be for your benefit. Okay? So normally, the price of entry is $228 to now have a business where you now go from W-2 to 1099. And on my 1099, you get to get proper experts to look at your stuff to make sure you are properly structured. It covers both husband and wife. And you get the opportunity for moving from W-2 to 1099. And now you got, instead you have bills, you have now expenses. Okay. But because of this pandemic, the CEOs, a CEO of this company, Mr. Brian House, and the president of the company, Mr. Jantuah Tosin, came up with a marvelous idea for Good Friday. They said, we're going to activate our stimulus credit, our viral stimulus credit, to where we're going to waive, or not waive, we're going to credit $99 of the $228 to where you only have to pay today in this weekend only $129.97 to get the same access to the experts and get the same access to make the kind of income that we make here. For $129.97 for you and your spouse. If you don't got $129 in your savings or anywhere, we really got to talk. If you can't get $129.97, we really got to evaluate what's really going on in our lives, because we're too grown not to have that on the side to put it into something that can literally shift our entire generational wealth. This is what we're doing here. So we're telling you right now, you got the opportunity, even though 228 wasn't even a hard situation. But they're so gracious to say, you know what? We're gonna credit $99. They're gonna take the cost on themselves. We're gonna credit $99 to help you get in this position, because they understand 10 million people lost their jobs, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. They were forced to lose their jobs. My barber, stylists, people that thought they would never have an issue with going to work, can't go to work because they shut the country down. And you're not prepared for a shutdown like this because no one thought this was possible. But once, like I told you, there's always someone winning and someone losing. Now it's time for you to get on the winning side. And you can do it for $129.97. Lord, baby Jesus. I'm so grateful and happy for you guys being on there, because I understand what it was for me when I first got started. It was a dire need for me to shift my life. And somebody put you on this call because they really cared about you and said, you know what? You need to hear this opportunity. You need to see this, and you need to take action. So I'm talking to you right now who's watching me on the live, who's listening to my voice. This is your time and your turn. Don't think, just do. Because $129.97 is going to go somewhere anyway. It might as well go into you to learn a skill set and to have experts on your side to make sure that you're financially on the right side of money. Now it's $129.97 one time a day, but every month thereafter is $119.97, $120. And we're going to show you how to get an instant pay raise on your check so that covers that cost. Or we're going to show you the rules and the strategies to help people get on the next call happening in 2 hours so they can see what you saw. And when they see the benefit, guess what? They want in. So guess what? You already started your wealth track just today by getting started right now, $129.97, and then saying, hey, I just came off this call. This guy was talking about wealth and how we can keep it and grow it and live and have generational wealth for my generation and my lineage. Oh, you guys see this call. And when they get on the next call in 2 hours and they see what you saw and heard, they're gonna want in just like you want in. And guess what? You're on track to generate your income without having to worry about what's going on with the pandemic, what's going on with CNN. Turn that off. Because why are you watching what's going on CNN, which is not designed to feed you anything great? Somebody on that's not watching it is getting paid. Getting paid. It's your turn and your time. So, guys, that's my 30 minutes on my talk box. Listen, we made the decision long before this pandemic got here, and I'm so grateful that we did. Now it's your turn to get on the winning side in this pandemic. So when you come out of this pandemic, you are positioned to put somebody else in the same position that you are about to be in, to where their lives are secured by these financial blueprints, these experts, and this amazing compensation plan. So, guys, it's been great talking to you guys. My name is Jeff Trills. Get back to the person that shared this video with you, shared this call with you, may have shared a watch party, and tell them that you are either a 2, I want the services by itself, but we're talking to people right now that want to change their financial blueprint for real. You go back and I want you to tell them I am a 1. I am ready to get started. I have my $129.97 in hand. What do I need to do to get started? Because I'm not playing with my life or my family's life. No more. Those days are over. And I promise you, we got you. We're going to show you how to do what we're doing. Guys, be great because you are great. And I'll see you guys next live. Good night. And I'll see you guys on the call as well. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.